welcome to the Unicorn Vault. I'm your host, Vince, and this is Chris, and we'll be talking everything TCG, so that's Pokemon, One Piece, the Magic, the Gathering, and all of that, and sports, everything sports, so mainly basketball, baseball, NRL, and we're local to Sydney, so you'll hear a lot of NRL news as it comes through as well. Yeah, so we'll be trying to have these podcasts probably weekly, and we'll see how we go. We might chuck some other ones in there depending on how the news comes, but we'll be talking everything that we can about the hobby, everything that we see, and all of that.
Just talk about
anything. Keep it coming, keep the comments coming, and you can help us along this. Our aim is to actually have a lot of visitors and a lot of guests of people that are in the hobby locally. So we have a few kind of people lined up already. Some people that are other vendors, some people that run shows, and just some other collectors as well, and seeing what other people collect. So stay tuned and let us know what you think.
Yeah, and I think this podcast is to update you guys as well, everyone that we know already as customers and new customers, and what's been happening in Unicorn Collectables. And so I think for the past few weeks, we've been in Japan since January. We came back at the end of January as well. So, and we came back. We had two shows since then, so it's actually pretty exciting, and both successful card shows. One in Rouse Hill. And a lot of locals we've recognized us already there. And then we went to CardCon in Glebe, that was a massive show. Good way to start the year with the card shows. And and thank you to Jose for organizing an amazing event to start 2026. A lot of people came in. And we got new signage during that time as well.
Yeah, we upgraded our setup so then people can see a lot more of our sealed stuff and make it a lot easier as well.
Yeah, and it's good to see familiar faces at those shows. And it's interesting to see what people are collecting nowadays. And especially in Pokemon, NBA. I know Pokemon world is massive at the moment.
Oh, it's blowing up. The prices are ridiculous, and Ascending Heroes just came out as well, so everyone's gone onto that set. I guess, do you want to run us through where we're going to be in the next kind of month? So right now it's February 2026. I don't think we have any shows coming up for the rest of the month. I think let everyone know kind of what our March looks like.
I think for March, in the beginning of March, is going to be quite busy. Actually, we're going to have two shows within 2 weeks of each other. First week of March, the first Sunday of March, we're going to have a show at Rouse Hill, so the Sydney boutique markets in Rouse Hill Town Centre. We'll be there as usual. And then that's going to be from 9 to 4. I think that's going to be on the 2nd of March. And then on the 8th of March, we're going to be in Brisbane.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting.
That's going to be our first Brisbane show. That's going to be led by the Sydney Trading Card.
Card Show Australia, yeah.
So that's going to be exciting. That's going to be our first one in Brisbane for any of our shows, which is actually very exciting. And then that's going to be it for March. And then we've got some organized in April and May. But March is going to be exciting. 2 shows and 2 weeks, and then we'll be selling stuff on Instagram as well. So, it's going to be exciting times.
Yeah, so reach out if any of you kind of want any unicorns that you're looking for or hunting down anyway.
Yeah, I think it's a good start of the year just to try get your cards going. And also if you're wanting to sell your cards, hit us up as well on Instagram. Out on Instagram, which is unicorn_collectables. So hit us up there. But I think to start off this new podcast, episode 1, let's start with a game, I think.
Yeah.
Let's do a pack battle. Let's do Phantasmal Flames. You can choose one. I can choose one of them.
Yeah, I feel like it wouldn't be a collectible thing without pack battle. So we've got 3 here that Phantasmal Flames, the different artworks. So which one? I don't know if you've heard. There's actually a theory out there that the low punnies actually have the hit. So I'm going to try that theory. I've got the 3
conspiracy theories.
I've got the 3 here. I've seen a few people online doing it, and we'll see if we get a hit. Manifesting some magic in here.
Here we go.
And I guess you got these 2. Which one do you feel like pulling out?
Let's see. We got here. Who's this? Okay, so we got these two here. Let's see what. Oh, you can't go past the Charizard, so I'm just gonna do the Charizard. And this one feels a little bit heavier, I think. So I'll grab this one.
I don't think you can weigh these packs, but
No, you can't. But let's see. All right, let's open this at the same time.
let's open it
All right,
and see how
let's
we
see.
go.
Come on. Oh my god.
We've been ripping these packs quite a bit and pulled out some bangers. But I haven't tried the low pony theory yet. I saw it and I saw people doing it and was pretty excited by it.
All right, let's get rid of the code.
Code for anyone that wants it.
Let's put you put the energy at the front. Energy at the front.
Leaf. Here we go.
Here we go. All right. All right, who I have. All right, so far.
Got a Yamper.
I think I'm winning so far. All right. What have we got? Gloom. We have
Nimble.
All right, let's just keep going.
Let's just rip through it.
Let's just go to the hollows.
Oh, I think I see something poking out of yours. We got the Fire Breather, Fairluge, Wigglytuff. Now we got the hollows.
We got
Charcadet.
Yeah, that's a hollow. Oh, I got the Piplup.
And you have the Piplup. Is that
full art?
Right now?
So
Nothing on my one. Sorry, Lopunny theory is kind of debunked, but
Charizard never fails.
I think you won that one.
And then I got
The Moltres.
just a shiny, but Piplup. What a pull for a first episode.
I love that card. That's definitely a beautiful card.
You know what
and
we
honestly,
should do?
people love that Piplup as well.
Yeah, actually, Piplup. It's just fun to say Piplup, but people are collecting these Piplups because it's so cute. Let's put that in a.
Let's put it to the
sleeve?
side. Let's sleeve it and make sure that it's in a top loader.
Good condition. But yeah, I think on that case, I think we've seen a lot of people buying Piplups these days. But what do you think? Actually, no, I'm going to ask a different question. Who are you collecting for 2026? Pokemon collecting? You do NBA and
I do
Pokemon,
NBA and
but who are you
Pokemon.
collecting in general in 2026?
I guess if you know me, I've been a collector my whole life. So I've always collected the Charizards. And I think coming up to 30 years, I don't think that's going to change. As most of you know, this year, 2026, is 30 years of Pokemon.
Yeah.
So it's going to be massive. So I don't think I'd be swaying away from kind of the Charizards. From the Phantasmal Flame set, I did get the Mega Charizard. We didn't pull it and ended up hunting it down and kind of doing some trades and buying for it. But it's one that it's in my personal collection, and I'm going through some of the base set stuff now as well. So I'd probably continue to collect a lot of the Charizard, especially in the new set. I don't know if you've seen it, like a lot of the leaked videos, and Pokemon actually released a video with the animation with the background. So I think they're going to use some of the old artworks from 30 years ago with a different background. So I'm really pumped about that. So I think that's Charizard can't do me wrong. I think they're the OG of the hobby. Of Pokemon collecting. I know it's overpriced a lot of the cases, but I grew up with it. So I think I'll probably continue to do Charizard. For me, it's always a smart choice. And not saying it's guaranteed going up, but there's always an audience for it because there's 30 years of people going through it. And I think that's why it makes sense Phantasmal being the one that we opened as well. I think it has a hit as well. How about you? What are you collecting from an NBA perspective?
NBA perspective, I'm always collecting Kobe's, but I know they're very expensive. So at the moment, I'm actually collecting a lot of autos, especially Magic Johnson's, because I'm a Lakers fan. So I actually like collecting a lot of Lakers stuff. So getting autos of Lakers. I just recently bought a Magic Johnson auto, on-card auto as well. So that was actually pretty nice to have. And then in the process of saving up for a auto Kobe card and possibly a jersey too. So that's what I'm looking for at the moment. But those are the big ones, I think. But I know there's a lot of undervalued ones. So yeah, I think 2026, I think we're gonna. I guess
is there anything else besides cards that you collect? Like,
oh yeah, I think I also collect jerseys as well, signed jerseys, framed. So I have one in my house with it's a Magic Johnson signed auto, signed jersey, framed as well. That's actually a nice thing. I put it right in the hallway before I go to bed, and it's actually pretty nice to look at before I go to bed. And then now I've envisioned to have more to add to my collection. So, yeah, you collect some other stuff as well, but yeah, jerseys is my one.
Yeah, no, actually, what most people know me for Pokemon because at all the card shows, like Pokemon is my thing. But what I actually collect on my PC is basketball. So I've actually got auto Steph Curry that I picked up like probably around 5 to 10 years ago already. It's probably one of my first balls that I got. I got AI when I was national last year. Actually, I picked up a really cool AI, it's Allen Iverson autograph basketball, and then also like when just recently in our trip to Japan, a place that I wouldn't think that I'd actually be picking up Pokemon like basketball stuff. Actually got D Rose, so he, as you guys know, he's one of my goats, as well being a Chicago Bulls fan. So I ended up picking up an auto of Derrick Rose, and I'm actually trying to find Kobe one right now. I'm on the online kind of thing, threading to try to find the Kobe auto ball, but that's the dream, that's the aim to get to some auto basketballs. I'm also looking for a Jordan as well. So honestly, they're probably the stuff that I'll be picking up this year. More for my personal collection and everything.
Yeah.
But I guess on the flip side, I guess from an undervalued perspective, who would you recommend that the listeners actually pick up from an NBA perspective? Like what are some of the undervalued ones that you would kind of suggest that they hunt for this season?
For 2026, I don't know. I think I've always appreciated from a Lakers perspective again. It's I think person I've always thought is good and is undervalued at the moment is going to be Austin Reeves from the Lakers. I think he's always like overshadowed by we got Luca in that team, we got LeBron in that team, and then there's also other really good players in the NBA. So, but like Austin Reeves is scoring like what 28 points a game, with high assists like 6 assists I think or 5 rebounds, something like that, and those are pretty good numbers. But I think it's just overshadowed by Luca, who nearly averaged a triple double. LeBron got his first triple double this season. And so I think Austin Reeves, I've always been a big fan of Austin Reeves. But I think Austin Reeves is going to be an up and up, really depending on if he signs with the Lakers next season, because I know he's got a player option. But yeah, I think that's one of the big players.
Would you suggest, if say you get an Austin Reeves now, would it be a buy and hold, or would you expect him to buy now and by the end of the season be on the up?
I would buy and hold for now, because I think again it really depends on next season. Like he's on the end of his contract now with the Lakers. There's talks that they might sign him for next season as well, because we don't know what LeBron is doing next season with the free agency, and we don't know what's happening. So if he signs with the Lakers, I think that's going to be good for his value. But if he signs somewhere else where he might be the head of the team, that could go up as well. But we just don't know how the chemistry happens. So I don't know.
Obviously, it's different in Pokemon because
Yeah.
Pokemon don't change teams. I guess,
Yeah.
how do you see the value of cards happen when they change teams? Like, obviously, it varies player to player.
Yeah.
Obviously, AD moving teams, him in a Laker jersey is different to in a Mavs jersey.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll use Austin Reeves as an example. I think it's a good one. If he moves next season, would you see? Would you see his value kind of remain in that Lakers jersey, or would you see the cards kind of plummet down, or I know there's cards that historically sometimes just remain just because the players are popular as well. But well, yeah.
I think with Austin Reeves, I get why he's kind of undervalued, because he's a good player. He's got the stats for it, but there's not much, like at least he moves teams. We don't know what that entails.
Yeah, but
So-
overall, what do you see in the market? Like, so if someone moves teams, does it really impact the card value, I guess?
Yeah, sometimes it does, because people want to, especially if they're going good in the new team, they want to have that current jersey of that player. But Luca, let's say Luca for an example, he's a different type of player. His Dallas Mavericks one is kind of holding, and people are still buying it now. But still people are still chasing the Lakers jersey for Luca cards. But yeah, overall, it really depends. But I think overall, I think it does plummet a little bit, because they moved for a reason, and if they do better in the new team, then I will go up for the new jersey. Like even the Giannis's, like Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's rumored to be moving, or he's requested a trade for next season. So people are trying to get rid of his cards now. Probably not the rookie one where he's not in a Bucks jersey, but I think with him in a Bucks jersey, I think people are starting to move it because they see it might plummet once he moves, depending on who he moves to. Like if it could be the Lakers, could be Chicago, could be Golden State. I reckon the Bucks jersey will
Fingers
go
crossed
down.
for Chi-Town.
Yeah, Chicago fan here, but we hope that he goes for the Lakers too. But I think with Giannis, his Bucks jersey will probably go down, and because people want to get rid of it, it'll go. I think it's at the moment during the trade deadline, it kind of spiked a little bit because people wanted to get rid of it. But then since he didn't get traded, it's kind of steady at the moment, and then we'll see what happens. I think it's going to go down. My prediction. I could be wrong.
Yeah, we'll have a look because obviously we know it's like peaks and troughs, so it'll go up and down anyway. So usually when we see like when they move, it'll go down. Generally, will stabilize. But then when they retire, do those things, we find those original ones like start picking up again anyway. So
I think NBA I think NBA for me anyway, it's easier to see what goes up and down. But with Pokemon, it's not real life people. But I think I'm going to ask you the same question here. What do you think is an undervalued card in the Pokemon world at the moment?
I think it's interesting right now. We're at 30 years. So I think this year alone, there's a lot of cards that have gone through its spikes, a lot of sets that have gone through its spikes. And like we saw last year, a lot of the megas from like the original set kind of spike. We saw black and white kind of spike. We saw tag team spike and everything. I think something that I've always remained true, and I've told everyone that kind of comes to our booth, is I love our event ones. So the limited edition Japanese event ones, and you'll see our collection, and that's what I even hold in my own personal collection, a lot of the event ones. So for example, like I love the Shibuya kind of Pokemon Center one. So when it opened, the graffiti one, you can honestly pick that up now from somewhere between, I think the cheapest that we saw was around like 99 or 85 bucks.
In Japan.
In Japan, yeah. To about 250, 300 plus kind of thing. So that's probably one, and that's raw. Like I love my raw cards. But I think that's the one that you can really pick up, not just in Japan, but around here. And I think when you do see it, it's a bit more rare seeing it in Australia, in Sydney. So that's the one that I think is still undervalued and coming up to 30 years, not 60 yet. Coming up to 30 years, it's more of a celebration. So I think that's where a lot of this nostalgia of when Pokemon Centers opened, when Pikachu wearing these cool outfits and kind of commemorative ones builds a lot of that nostalgia. So a lot of them are pretty expensive, ranging from like $200 to $300 and all of that. But generally them in a 10, if you can find ones that will grade as a 9 or 10, they will generally like 5, like somewhere between 3 to 5x, depending on which Pokemon Center one
because it's rare to get a good condition.
And that's why I like hunting those as well. Just because they are like, especially the promo ones, people rocked up to the center, got the free promo, and back in the days, like people didn't really care about it, so they chucked them in their back pocket, they put it in their wallet. So a lot of them are cooked. So if you can get a really good quality one, like the population of it is big, but not as big as ones that can get ripped. So the reason I like them is low population, just because if you either get them at the event or you couldn't get them. And we're looking at Australia right now as well. So those things are exclusive to Japan because they're Pokemon Center openings. So anyone, like, so there's not as many in Australia. And then we look at kind of sub things like Sydney, like there's not as many of them. So so you can kind of see a lot of the values of them going up. So that's what I think personally. That's what I've always done in my own personal collection. That's the one I kind of like to hold, grade, and kind of give advice on as well. But I think another undervalued one, people are going to think it's overvalued and all of that, is the felt hat Pikachu. I love that thing. Nice, we always buy it and sell it, and we've bought it since it was like $300, and it's gone up with the market. It's crazy. One that month on month keeps on growing. It's not necessarily undervalued, but I think if you're looking to pick up something or you're getting new to the hobby and want your big central thing of your collection, of your vault, I'd probably say like try pick that up at a steal.
Yeah, because when we started our business like what a year or two ago, year and a half
Yeah,
ago,
yeah, probably about a year and
and
a
we
bit
had
ago.
one in our set, and that was like what? That was $300. Or how much
Yeah.
was that when we
Yeah,
first
when
had
we
it?
first bought it, I think it was around 350, 400. Ended up selling that at a small margin, small profit, and then we kept buying and selling. We bought and sold it probably around 20 times now, and just keep going up with the market, adding a small margin on
Yeah.
top. And it's one that continues to go up just because, like when we talk about basketball, it's connected to a real life player,
Yeah,
real
it's
life
true.
thing. Pokemon doesn't necessarily have that. It's obviously people love the big players,
Yeah.
the Pikachus, the Charizards, the
Yeah.
Gengars, etc. But owning a Van Gogh, everyone knows who Van Gogh
Yeah.
is. So that's one card that's actually connected to a real life person. I don't know many people that don't know who Van Gogh is.
Yeah.
So yeah, for me that's like it's not necessarily a hot take. Everyone knows it's a beautiful card, but it's going to keep going up. So I think if you've always wanted it in your set, try to snap it up now.
Yeah, that's true. A roll, a slab.
I like raw. I'd probably get it as a 9. I think 10 might be a bit. If you can get like we've had a lot of people because we pick up a lot of 9s.
Yeah.
Because 10s kind of nearly doubles in price.
Yeah.
So we generally pick up a lot of 9s, and we've had a few people that have come back and go, yeah, I cracked it open and regraded it, and they got a 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's a good thing. Like you can kind of take that risk, double your money and everything, as long as you know how to crack at slab and not ruin the card. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's the take. I think 9s are going more or less the same price as raw anyway.
Yeah.
But then when you're seeing a 9, you already know it's kind of good quality. And when you take a close look at it, as long as it's not centering. So when I look at a 9,
that's true.
I want the centering to be good because you can't change that. And then I'll look at the back, and it might be the person that put it to grade might have just had a smudge or some small things that you can rub off with.
Yeah.
So like a wipe or something, and just not ruin the card. But yeah, that's it. Like I think that they're probably the cards that I would probably be hunting right now, especially coming up to 30
30
years where it's very nostalgic.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw a post the other day, I think. It's been leaked. I don't know how it got leaked, but the 30-year anniversary Pokemon cards are looking pretty nice.
They're looking good. I think some of them got leaked, and then some of them, I think the illustrators actually was. There was a few tweets that came out where the illustrator was like, "Oh, thank you for this opportunity for me to illustrate for this." So it was kind of like a leak, not leak kind of thing, where I don't know if they're meant to put it out there, but yeah, they showed us the cards, and they're beautiful cards. Like
Yeah, I can't wait.
pretty pumped for this collection.
Yeah, I reckon this is going to be bigger than the 20th one, I feel.
Oh, definitely. Like I think
It's moved. Pokemon's moved a lot since the last 10 years. Past 5 years has been massive.
yeah, and I think last celebration set was massive, but I think 30 years is like I think it's in the high period right now. People thought it'd be going down, but it's still like
gonna go up.
honestly, there's no proof of that yet.
Yeah.
Like it's still going ham. Like I think like keep on collecting.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Like I think the 30-year anniversary, because it was going down a little or steady the time of this recording. And then I think having the 30th anniversary, it's going to spike it back up again.
Yeah. Well, I think we just came off the back of holidays and Christmas, so everyone like there's a lot of people holding their collection or trying to sell their collection cheaply, so to help fund Christmas with cost of living stuff and all of that. But then
got
now,
money now, too.
but then now we're starting to see everything pick up. Everyone's back from holidays. Everyone's back into kind of working and all of that. So we're starting to see Pokemon starting to pick up again. I think we're going to see some massive jumps as the collections start coming out as well. I think more and more people are jumping into the hobby.
Yeah.
The more people we speak into, like at the shows and our local markets, like there's more people that are just like
Yeah.
they're kind of getting
it's actually
FOMO.
crazy. It's crazy. It's like when we meet people, it's like, oh, this is my first purchase for a Pokemon card or NBA card. And they end up spending like $100, $200 on their first collection, which is actually really interesting. It's very interesting to see.
Yeah, no, there was this lady that they were chatting to. She's probably like 2025 at the Rouse Hill markets, where she hadn't really bought cards, but the one that she loved to collect as a kid was her like a Dragonite, and then we had I think it was a Japanese kind of Pocket Monster one that was a holo, and I don't know if you've seen the card. It's got like a rainbow holo in the background, the Japanese one.
Yeah.
So she ended up buying that. That was her first card that she's bought since she was ripping things as when she was younger, and it was like $150 card from memory. But yeah, no, just like so we have a lot of these people that see us at these things, and especially the markets where they're not expecting to see
Yeah.
card people there and go, yeah, I used to collect this, I used to do this, and now they want to buy cards to at least pass on to their kids, because now we're at a generation, it's been 30 years
Yeah.
where most of the people collecting as kids have their own kids, which is how we kind of started as well.
Yeah, that's how I started. I started with Pokemon. I'm now in the NBA market, but both I collect Pokemon too. But yeah, I think that's actually very good. I think our conversation is actually good to educate these guys, the viewers and the listeners, about what to look out for and how we can actually start, how people can start their sets, and especially people coming into the hobby pretty new. So yeah,
Yeah, I think that's probably going to be our next episode anyway, where we can
Yeah.
talk about yeah, like more or less how people can start their collection. I think that's the number one thing I get
Yeah.
asked when we're at these markets. Yeah, but I guess that's, I think that was a pretty solid first episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, so stick around. Make sure you follow us on all the kind of podcast platforms, on all our socials, YouTube, etc. To keep us on this journey and hear about what we're going to be doing as Unicorn Collectables, but then also everything we talk about in Unicorn Vault as well. If there's something you want us to cover, or someone you want us to get on, definitely reach out or comment, and we can make it happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Remember, follow us on Instagram. We're on YouTube. We're on
We're on everything.
we're on everything.
Yeah, so just follow us on every.
We'll put it up for you, and yeah, look forward to episode 2. We're going to be talking about how we can start our own collection, how people can start their collection. But yeah, come see us at Rouse Hill Town Centre on the 3rd of March, and we'll be there as well. So yeah,
Thanks, guys.
episode 2.
Peace.
Let's go.
Bye.